Alright guys, so to start off this rainbow skull look, I'm first going to do my eyebrows. I'm going to first go in with the Benefit Brow Conditioning Primer. I absolutely love this stuff. It really helps make my brows super fluffy, and this is what I use to get the soap brow look without actually having to use soap every single day. So just passing that through and combing my brow hairs upwards, and I'm doing hair-like strokes with my Glossier Brow Flick, which I absolutely love as well, and I've been using this for months and I finally got the hang of it, and I actually really love the way my brows turned out in this particular look. I don't know, they just look so fluffy and pretty and I love them. I also love going in with my NYX Micro Brow Pencil because this darkens up my brows a bit. This is the shade Black. I just add a few more hair-like strokes just to darken up the brows, just so they match my hair. I need to get like a black brow pen from Glossier, the Brow Flick. And then I go in with the Boy Brow to set my brows. And then I like cleaning up my brows with the Benefit Air Stick Foundation and a flat brush. This is like my whole brow routine, and I like literally could have cut this out of this video because I've been doing it like pretty much every single makeup tutorial. But now I'm just priming my lids with the P. Louise base and a concealer. I don't like the P. Louise base on its own, to be honest. I really like mixing it in with the concealer. I like the consistency more. I also love using that fluffy brush to just really make sure that the concealer is buffed in. For eyes, I'm taking this palette from Makeup Revolution. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but all the products will be linked down below so you guys can check them out. And I'm taking like that medium tone brown, kind of a darker brown, and taking that in my crease with a really dense brush, just packing on that color and blending it out the edges. And now I'm taking a softer brown just to blend out the edges even more and just create like a gradient like effect. It's a very neutral, very simple eye because I want the lashes that I'm going to be using to stand out, as well as the rest of the makeup, I guess, the actual rainbow skull. But I'm cutting my crease here, and just a very simple cut crease. I definitely highly recommend this Anastasia number 18 brush to get the perfect cut crease. I absolutely love this brush so much. And now I'm taking that gold shade from the palette and just packing that on. I didn't have to spray my brush or anything. The color was pretty pigmented. And now I'm just taking the same colors I took on the outer edges and in my crease and just blending the two together, making sure there's no harsh lines. For face primer, I'm taking my Tatcha the Liquid Silk Canvas. Absolutely love this stuff. Very smoothing and creates a perfect canvas for foundation. And for foundation, I'm using one of my favorites, which I'm actually running out of. I think I used the last bit in this video. I actually went in there and scraped with a brush. Like I took an eyeshadow brush and took everything out to get my last drop. And I'm gonna repurchase this because this is like one of my favorite foundations of all time from the drugstore. And I'm so sad it's gone. But now I'm just buffing that in with my It Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush. I absolutely love this brush. And I've been loving using foundation brushes lately, and look how cute it is. I just love it, the little hearts, and it's so entertaining. I could like get lost in that all day. For concealer, I'm taking the Makeup Revolution Infinite Concealer. I really like this so far. This was my first time trying it actually, but I've tried it a few times since I did this video, and I'm blending that out using my e.l.f. concealer brush. I really like this concealer brush, by the way. But the Makeup Revolution Original Concealer is like one of my favorites of all time, so I had high hopes for this and it did not disappoint. I absolutely love it. I feel like I look a little pale here though. I like my foundation to look a little darker, but we're gonna fix that right now with the Milk Bronzer. I absolutely love this cream bronzer. I cannot recommend it enough. It looks so flawless. It doesn't pick up any foundation. It is like one of the best bronzers I've ever used in my life. I definitely prefer to use a brush for this because it definitely like doesn't pick up the product like a sponge would. And oh my god, I totally forgot to use my e.l.f. lip balm. This is the Ride or Die lip balm in Mighty Mint. I love this stuff so much, and it's really hydrating on the lips, and I had to use it. For blush, I'm taking the Benefit Cha-Cha tint, and I just got this recently in PR, and I absolutely love it. This was my first time using it, and I absolutely love the way it looked on my cheeks, especially with the Milk bronzer. I don't know, liquid products are just, they hit me on a different level, you know? And now I'm just setting my under eyes, my concealer basically, with the Charlotte Tilbury powder. I love this stuff. This makes any concealer look good. I'm telling you, you could be using the worst concealer ever, and it's so good. Now I'm just setting my face with the Fenty Beauty setting spray. Still don't know how I feel about it. The mist is so fine find that sometimes I don't even know if it hits my face, but I like doing that before going in with highlighter, which today I'm using the Artist Couture Illuminati Diamond Glow Powder. I love this. It looks so pretty on the skin. Now I'm just taking the same shades I took in my crease and putting them on the lower lash line, starting with the darker shade and then buffing them out with the lighter shade just to make sure there's like a gradient. You know how it goes. Blend, blend, blend. Next, I'm just taking that pink tone shimmer shade and that's going in the inner corner, just highlighting, you know, normal routine basic eye makeup look. Now for the fun part, I'm going to start with the Mehron white paint and I'm just sketching out where the skull is going to go. The shape of the skull is inspired by Gabrielle on Instagram. I'll have her link in my description so you guys can see, but I'm basically going to speed this up because like this is really boring stuff, but I like to trace everything out with white paint. I usually do go in with a white eyeliner pencil because I just find that easier to obviously remove if you're having issues like taking everything out, or if you mess up or anything, but I just felt like it wasn't showing up enough, so I just decided to go in with the white paint and just kind of like, honestly I did this like without messing up too much, so it didn't really matter. I just kind of did squiggles and did the like normal outline of a skull, like the way a skull should look, even the teeth, just to have it done. Now I'm just taking my Mehron paint palette. I'm starting with the red and I'm just taking basically all the colors of the rainbow in like a gradient effect. So starting with red, then I'm going to do orange, and then I go in with yellow and then green, and I'm taking like the green in like different directions, so it goes above the eye as well as under the eye, and then blue, and then violet or purple, to be honest. Right, G-Biv, right? But anyway, I just kind of do that and I just take them in different directions so that it looks even and like perfect. And then I also do the same thing on the teeth. Eventually when we get there you'll see. Oh, I did go in with a different purple after this because I was not happy with the Mehron purple because it's just way too light. So I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think the cake liners is what they're called. But yeah, I'm just doing the teeth after this and I'm going to do it in the same like Reggie Biv order. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing here. And I just kind of perfected them off camera so everything would be nice and thick or thin and have the right opacity and all that. So it just kind of took my time with this. It really wasn't that hard. It's a very simple look, just kind of going with the flow with this natural squiggle of the skull shape. And lastly, I'm taking this lipstick from Makeup Revolution. I think this is the shade Ruby. I just thought it matched this look really nicely and it gives a nice touch. And basically doing the same thing in the nose. I actually ended up filling in the nose in the end and I regret that. I should have just left it at the lines, but it's okay. I just kind of did the same situation with the Reggie Biv colors and outlining them and then filling them in after. Oh, right. I also use the Makeup Revolution mascara, which I also got in PR. I really like this. This was my first time using it. The wand is nice and thick. It really does volumize the lashes very nicely. But I did end up going in with some lashes. So thank you so much to Moxie Lash for supporting my channel and sponsoring this portion of the video. In this video, I used the style for the lash and I was just so excited to be able to use these colored lashes in this look. So you first take the magnetic eyeliner, which is really sticky, by the way. And at first I was like, what is this? But it was so awesome. It ended up looking so good. So you basically let it dry for a minute and then you pop on the lashes. Seriously, the easiest process I've ever experienced putting on lashes, like easier than normal lashes, and they do stay on. It's really so interesting how this works. It was so easy to use, like I'm telling you, easier than normal lashes. I do have a discount code which I'll pop on the screen. It'll save you some money. They did also send over a few other lashes and just look at how fun they are. I can't wait to use these more. They're seriously super easy. And yeah, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you'll consider subscribing and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.